This is my review on Casper, one of my favorite comic book movies. Yes, this is a comic book movie. So, this is my most famous movie this is the most popular Casper that came out in the 90s. Live action review to cinemas Casper. Yeah, that one. So it's about this ghost Casper. He's lonely because he doesn't have any friends. So he gets the attention of this daughter and father to come to his house, and her father get this is convinced that her daughter's mother, his daughter's mother, is a ghost but not an angel. However, he doesn't believe in ghosts. He only believes in one ghost, which is his wife. Yeah, it's really that confusing. So, the girl, when they get to the house, sees the room of Stressy, Stinky, and Fatso, which is Casper's uncles. They're total dicks to him. They don't show any appreciation or love or affection to Casper. Even he just like lets them step all over him. And after the day that they get vacuumed with a vacuum cleaner, and next day they're back, and instead of being a white color ghost, they are blue colors now. Confused? I am. So, Casper is making breakfast for everyone, and Stinky, Stretchy, Fatso, and just making messes, and while Casper's cleaning it up, and the daughter of the father sticks up for Casper. He'll call them jerks, and they find that flattering. So they really doesn't mean. So, and that's all the it would be nice if they showed more layer and more depth, like to these characters, like they're doing later in previous Casper installments. I think previous one. Did Casper Winter came out before this? Not sure. I think they did. Like, they show a little bit of they become a little three-dimensional character when they're having a drink with the father and getting drunk with him. And then when they try to stop him from accidentally dying, they don't feel bad. They just feel, oh, he's dead now. Well, no, we don't have to kill him. You know, he was already getting to our good side and called him such a sweetheart. So, yeah, I wanted to know you. Meanwhile, Casper and his new best friend start bonding, getting to know each other. And Casper's father was creating a cure for his sickness because Casper was dying from a sickness. That's not really mentioned what he was sick from. So he was having fun in his room, never wanting to leave his room, and then he eventually got sick. And his father's cure for his sickness is not only a cure for Casper's sickness, but can make him human again. Well, that's confusing. I just want to know how the heck does that work? Where the heck is his father? Shouldn't he be a ghost if his mission is to make his son healthy? And he failed at it? I just don't get it. So Casper jumps in, floats right into, goes into the machine that'll make him human again, and the potion has got switched with something else, and instead of turning human, it turned into an egg. A delicious, cooked, flat, sun-side up egg. Makes me hungry for eggs. Sun-side up eggs. And he says, "Am I alive?" And the reason why he wants to be alive is because he wants to be with his best friend, which he kind of likes her in a sexual, romantic way. And she wants to go out with this guy who this basically is told, what's the word? Douche. Who's on in to scare this Casper's best friend by this bully who is in on the scare, but it ends up not working because everyone ends up getting scared by Casper and flooding the party after Casper dances with his best friend and almost kisses her because well, the mother of the main girl is actually not a ghost but an angel, and it's revealed she's an angel wearing a very beautiful red dress, and she makes Casper do something nice for Casper, and she sees how much she likes her daughter a lot, and he really just wants to make her be happy with her and make her happy, and he can tell that he really wants to dance with her this night, and so he figured the spell will last until midnight, but it's not. It doesn't last that long because it lasts around till 8 or 9. And he says, "How come Cinderella got it to midnight?" And he says, "Cinderella wasn't 8 years old." He could have gotten his first kiss if it wasn't that for that bitch. I feel bad for Casper because he was this close to getting his first kiss when he's dancing with the girl and flirting with her and dancing with her, and he says, and wonder how she actually knew that was Casper. He whispers to her, "I told you I was a good dancer." So he wins her heart, but he turns back into a ghost just when he's about to kiss her, and one of the pie floods, and he goes back to dancing with the girl when the trio of his uncles decides to do a rock version of Casper's theme song, and they make their own party. And Casper made this really sacrifice that he could have been perfectly human. It's really touching moment. He made a sacrifice of me being human so that her father could be human again. And he says this is the way it has to be. And you know, it's really sad. And that is Casper the Friendly Ghost. And I really love this film a lot. The story doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it has really likable and relatable characters that you can't help but to watch this film over again. And I think this film was leaning towards making characters feel relatable and likable, rather than actually telling a consistent. You know, I don't know how to say that this was intentional. The stupid mistake they made to the story was intentional. Oh, and there's a little one part that I mentioned out from the story. These two jerks want to buy the house because they are the rightful owners to the house, the girl is. And the Casper found had a will and gave the will to a family member that's kind of a jerk. And the main villain of the film, and Casper and main girl outsmart her by pointing out she doesn't have any unfinished business, so therefore she passes on. And this is after she kills her partner after she becomes a ghost. I told you there was a part of the story I left out, and that's the rest of it. That's the rest of what has to do with the plot. Oh, I forgot to give us a thumbs up.